Think of your first bite of Ilocano food as an African safari. Think of it as skydiving, bungee jumping, or snowboarding. In other words, take your first taste of Ilocano cuisine and treat it like an adventure. It will not disappoint. It can conjure up the same kind of adrenaline rush often awarded to new undertakings, always beginning with a bit of reluctance, soon replaced by thrilling curiosity and an exciting sense of foreboding, followed by a sudden rush of daring, to be awarded in the end with the pleasure of the delectable and unexpected. How can one truly define the true genius of an Ilocano chef? Over centuries, they were able to take each scarce element, every grain of rice, every kind of plant, every variety of meat found in their arid land, and transform it into the innovative gastronomic delights every Filipino craves for. When it comes to ingredients, the Ilocano has a fondness for whipping up the peculiar: fish paste, seaweed, or just plain weeds, pork blood, goat bile, and even intestines. There is nothing understated in the essence of Ilocano food either. Each mouthful will serve you up with an explosion of flavors, often ranging from bitter, salty, and sweet. In the Ilocos region, you will learn to question your existing definition of good eats and reshape your food preferences to fit even the wackiest ingredient. The capital of Ilocos Norte Province, Laoag City, is a particularly good place to sample authentic Ilocano food. Its vicinity is dotted with numerous restaurants such as Ivan's, La Preciosa, Palazzo de Laoag, and AJ's Seafood House. One such treat to be surely found in every menu in the capital is the igado, a pungent dish made by sautéing pork innards with garlic, onions, and tomatoes. Another common delicacy is the papaitan, a tangy stew of goat bile, meat strips, and innards. In Ilocos, cooking pork innards is so commonplace that you can even find it hawked on street corners as a type of barbecue. Another popular dish made from these is the chicharon dinuguan, a blood stew with fried pork strips and chicharon bituka, or pork intestine cracklings. Kilawin is also a popular choice for locals. In a way, it is the Filipinos' answer to sushi. This dish is made from raw fish, seafood, meat or vegetables dressed with vinegar or lime. Indeed, avid fans of the exotic will find their home here. However, those with less adventurous palates are not left out either in the exploration of Ilocos' best. Ilocos is also known for its non-traditional twist to Filipino favorites. For example, the Filipino sausage or longanisa. Unlike most longanisas, which are sweet and made from ground pork fat and meat, Ilocos' longanisa is spicy and tangy, made from finely chopped lean pork, garlic, and pepper. Another is bagnet, Ilocos' version of lechon kawali or fried pork. Unlike the traditional, bagnet is crunchier because it is first dried before frying. No Ilocano feast, though, would be complete without dishing up some vegetables. Ilocanos love eating anything green and are often mischievously regarded as grass eaters by their southern neighbors. The leaves, shoots, or flowers of many vegetables and even trees are considered edible in the Ilocos region. Even fern-like fronds called alukon make up a good salad. Ilocanos are so partial to vegetables that even their empanada or meat pie in English usually has no meat. Instead, it is a scrumptious bright orange concoction bursting with egg, mung beans, and green papaya. Meat is only added to the pie in the form of longanisa when the customer asks for it. Dinding, a slightly salty soup with various boiled vegetables, is another special dish prepared in the Ilocos region. Dinding, also called inabrao, is made from cubed sweet potatoes, sponge gourd or patola, and two native vegetables called malunggay and alukon. Malunggay is a local string bean picked from a tree of the same name. It resembles the long variety of cowpea in appearance, but not in texture and taste. These ingredients are usually simmered in a wok of water and fish paste until all the vegetables are well done, as demonstrated here by Chef Juanito of the Palazzo de la Wag Hotel. But by far the most significant contribution of the Ilocos region to Philippine cuisine is the Pinakbet. Pinakbet or pakbet is eggplant, bitter gourd, gumbo, and string beans cooked in fish paste. It is so popular that many different types of pinakbet have been cooked up. Some are made with bagoong alamang or shrimp paste instead of bagoong monamon or fish paste. Some make it only with 3 vegetables, while others cook it even with squash blossoms and beans. Some say true pinakbet is never stirred, only shaken. So which pinakbet is the best? According to Lawagueños, this is the Palazzo de la Wag's version. So how is the best pinakbet made? Chef Juanito, aided by owner Mrs. Ablan, was kind enough to let us in on their little secret. The ingredients for authentic pinakbet include eggplant, bitter gourd, okra, chili, tomatoes, onions, bagnet, beans called patani, and fish paste. First, the onions and ginger are sautéed in lard. Tomatoes are added after the onions have reached a translucent color. The chef then mixes and presses the mixture to allow all the juices of the tomatoes to flow. Bagnet or crunchy pork cubes are then added to the mixture, followed by the patani beans and fish paste. The green vegetables, okra, chili, eggplant, string beans, and bitter gourd, are then tossed in. Notice that the chef does not mix the vegetables from here on out. Instead, he tosses the vegetables. This is said to be the classic way in which pinakbet is made. Water is then added to keep the vegetables from drying out while it simmers. It is then covered and left to stew until most of the liquid disappears and the vegetables are well done. Like in most Filipino regions though, eating the food is as much an art form as cooking it. Distinctly Ilocano, most of the dishes presented can only be truly authentic if eaten with a cup of hot rice and a sausawan or condiment of bagoong monamon or the dark, extremely sour vinegar of the province, sukang Iloco. So what is a truly Ilocano meal? It is food that continuously tickles your taste buds and excites your senses. It is food that dares you to be different, that brings out the adventurer inside. It is food whose precious flavor evokes thrilling memories of land and sea, field and forest. Ilocano food is the memoirs of a people, a rich culture, a colorful past. And a truly Ilocano meal is an invitation to discover that story.